Listen, overdraft fees should be illegal. Because how are you mad at me that I ain't got money? How is me being broke fucking up your day? Anytime you want to complain about this, they're smart. These banks are smart. They'll just send you to a person in India and they won't explain shit. Like, sir, we are charging you money because you don't have money. Motherfucker, I know I'm broke. You don't need to remind me twice. You don't need to kick a motherfucker while he's down. One struggle plus you adding another struggle just equals two struggles. I'm still trying to find solutions to the first struggle, big man. You ain't helping. Matter of fact, I had money in my account last week. Why you ring me then and say, Ravi, listen, well done for having money. Here's £30. You ain't do that, did you? Fucking double standards.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cooke. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
If you have fallen victim to being overcharged at the hairstylist, an eyelash appointment, a nail appointment, keep watching. I'm a hairstylist. I run my own business, I own my own salon, and in my whole year in being open, never have I once charged someone incorrectly, but today that changed. So I had a client come in, she booked online, she paid her deposit, and she wanted color, but when she came in, she was at my last appointment of the night, she just wanted a haircut. So we're chatting, I've done her hair before, she wasn't a new client. We're talking, and I charge her color. It doesn't dawn on me until I'm already driving home and I'm like 15 minutes down the road. So of course I texted her and I said, hey girl, I just realized I charged you for your color. I am so sorry. I will refund you and then I can charge you just for the haircut X, Y, and Z. The point of the story is sometimes you might get overcharged accidentally. Sometimes you might get overcharged and it's on purpose. Me being a hairstylist, and if you're a hairstylist watching, be honest with your clients. Don't overcharge them without telling them why. Really don't overcharge them in general. If they're quoted a price, charge them that quoted price unless talked about otherwise. And also if you're on the other end of that and you're a guest or a client and you've been overcharged and you don't know why, ask your client, just ask, hey, can you break down the pricing for me? Or, oh, I thought I was paying $200. Can you explain why my pricing is now this amount? Because this client specifically, when I texted her, she was just like, oh yeah, I thought that was a little bit high, but I don't know, I didn't think anything of it. Now, I'm gonna share the pricing. I charged her $155 for a haircut. With gratuity, it was almost $200. My haircut pricing is definitely not that high, and she was in for a glaze and a treatment and a haircut. So I overcharged her quite a bit, totally by accident. What happened to me was when I was checking her out, since we didn't do her color, I used Gloss Genius. It just automatically keeps the appointment unless you specifically change it. I didn't think to change it. I overcharged her. She's now been refunded. No big deal. But moral of the story, if you're charged more than you're expecting, ask your stylist. And stylist, if you're overcharging your guests, that's not cool. Don't do that.
Honestly, United States of America, what the fuck? What's the point of health insurance? What's the point of contributing to society, right? What's the point of having a good job? What's the point of paying for my own health insurance when I need a procedure? I need to come out of my pocket thousands of dollars, thousands. But if I had a low paying job or no job and I had Medicaid and was getting my Medicaid from the government and I needed a procedure or anything, I'd pay $0. $0 fucking dollars. What's the point? What's the fucking point? I'm so annoyed. Like, the United States, get it together. But of course, why would we have good health benefits in general? Why would they care about our health? Our food is shit. Our water is shit. Our air is shit. The government shit. Everyone within the government, lawmakers, all shit. So why am I fucking surprised? That's me so mad. I'm gonna cry now. I'm gonna cry. $10,000 fucking dollars for surgery. Bye.
Let's talk about why fast food places are charging for sauces while I eat Whataburger. Because, bitch, when I tell you they charge me 40 cents a sauce, this is not even full. I just want you to know that. It's like right here, okay? right there. I got 3 sauces. Each sauce is 40 cents. Chick-fil-A would never. They will ask you, how many more do you want? For free. Why is sauce getting charged? Like, why? Like, so you expect me to eat your food with no sauce? I mean, it's 40 cents. I'm not really tripping for real, but it's just the principle. Like, why am I paying for sauce? Why? I could go to the store and get me some sauce, you know what I'm saying? Like, why am I paying for sauce? The food, I feel like the food total should be, like, make up for the sauce. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's crazy.
I don't know if it's me, but as a service provider, I don't understand why people be overcharging for their services these days. Like, I get everybody gotta make their money, but charging $150 plus for some nails, $200 plus for some lashes, $700 for a quick weave, like, it's just insane at this point. I honestly be creating my prices to where I see fit for girls that want to have their services provided to them at least 2 to 3 times a month. Wait, every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or at least once a month. And always trying to attract new clientele. And I'm not telling nobody to charge $25 for a set of lashes, $30. No, but $70, $100 at max for your services is more than enough. Y'all need to learn how to appreciate other people's money. No funny. And then y'all be wanting a tip. Like, come on.
So I call on Monday and tell them, hey, I have a lot of issues with the bill that you just sent us. There's no way that apartment had $1,800 worth of cleaning and repairs needed. This is when the lady said, oh, well, I'm new. And when she told me her name, when she introduced herself, I looked at the paper and it was the name that signed the paper. So I know what she knows what I'm talking about. I hear her typing and she asks, well, did you get the pictures? No, I did not get any pictures, but I have a video of the apartment that I took the day we left. And that's when she goes, okay, there should have been pictures. Hold on. And then mutes me. Now, I've been in the customer service field for a very long time, and I heard people in the background, so I know she muted the phone so I wouldn't hear them talking about me. My boyfriend is recording the phone call on his phone. So I'm not dumb. I'm not going into this blind. And she comes back onto the phone to tell me, hey, we're going to have to give you a call back. What's the best phone number for me to call you at? Takes my phone number. What's your email so I can send you the pictures? I give her my email that she's had for the last 2 fucking years of me living there. And they said, we'll call you back no later than tomorrow lunch. I'm like, okay. Tomorrow lunch comes by. No call. So I call them. I get a girl who told me that it was okay not to paint. I know she is the one that said it was okay not to paint. And like paint over the patches. And she said, well, I have no idea what's going on with any of this. You'll have to wait for the manager. They're walking the lot right now. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Have them give me a call back because I have a lot of issues with this. And she goes, yeah, no problem. This is the phone number, right? Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks. And I still haven't heard from them. So now I'm here. Angry. Unbelievably angry. Every single person that I've told this to in my personal life, my neighbors, my friends that live there, and family and my close friends have said, do not give them a dime. And that I need to fight it. And so my partner has contacted a few attorneys and we're going to give them a little while longer before we start throwing in the speak to my lawyer bit. But how is it that this apartment, here are some of the patches from the TV being mounted there. How is it that this apartment has $1,800 worth of repairs? Apparently it costs $15 to clean this fucking mirror. So alas, I come to you, TikTok. What can I do? What can a Texas girl do when she's trying to not be had like this?
To all of my ladies out there that get their nails done on a regular basis, I have a huge question to ask you. I do not get my nails done on a regular basis, but I try to go as often as I can. And my daughter and I went Sunday to get our nails done, and we got a full set with gel polish, as well as a pedicure with the same gel polish. And the lady showed me her little calculator. She's over here punching numbers in the calculator. It was over $250 for me and my daughter to get a full set and a pedicure. And I'm asking her, I'm like, pull the pricing sheet out, and I'm like, nothing on here is over $40. Why is it so expensive? And she was like, it's $46. And then she said, it's an extra $18 for the gel. Extra $18 for the gel. And I'm like, okay. And then she proceeds to tell me she's charging me an extra $18 for choosing gel nail polish instead of regular polish. $18 for my hands, $18 for my feet, and for my daughter, both of them. So it was $61 for my hands and $61 for my feet, as well as $61 for my daughter and $61 for her toes. And I'm like, I'm looking at the pricing sheet, and I'm that type of person. I don't want to cause a scene. And I knew she was overcharging me on purpose. I knew she was. She thinks I'm rich or something. And every time she sees me walk in the door, it's like she sees the dollar signs over my head. And I've had problems with this with her before. And so when I went today for my weight loss checkup with my sister, I asked her, because she goes to the same place, how much does she charge you for the same exact thing that I get done? $45. So I don't know what to do about it. I'm super aggravated and frustrated. I don't think it's right. It's almost like profiling. And I mean, I don't get it. And I don't know what to do about it. And I'm super frustrated. But I do have some good news. You guys know that I'm on a weight loss journey, and I have been for the last 2 years. And I went today, and I'm down more. From 295, I'm down to 224. I'm so excited. Like, I hadn't even calculated. I know it's over 70 pounds at this point. Like, I'm really happy. And my daughter even got to start it, and she's down 13 pounds in a month. And I could not be more proud of her than I am right now. I'm so happy. But let me know what you...
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's continue the video.
Somebody grandpa just charged me $20 to plug a tire. And now, because I'm no stranger to getting a tire plugged, I know how much that's supposed to cost. In fact, I know how to do it myself. I just chose to patronize somebody's pop. But pop, you almost got popped. Because you know damn well that's not how much that costs. Not in this area. Not in this market. You tried me, and you tried to typecast me because you felt like because I could afford to pay more that I should be charged more. Which, thank you for taking the assumption based off of my appearance. I do try to maintain myself. But also, you are never going to see me again, sir. I'm never coming back. I'm never going to come back. And I get tires all the time. But I'm never going to buy another tire from you, sir. So, when people are out here trying to get over, when you're trying to get over that one time, just remember that one time might cost you 13 more times of service. Let's be...
Is anybody else realizing that this health insurance is a fucking scam? So let me get this straight. I pay you hundreds of dollars a month to still have a high deductible so that when I go to the doctor, I get a slight discount. It's like a fucking coupon. That's all I'm really getting. I'm getting a slight discount. I'm still paying out of pocket, right? So I'm paying you hundreds of dollars a month to still pay out of fucking pocket, right? Like, I had an MRI schedule that I was supposed to get done. So I was like, cool. I mean, I've been paying health insurance, so I would assume that a majority of it is going to get taken care of, right? Or at least all of it. I don't know. I never had this plan before, right? So the hospital reaches out to me and says, well, in order for your insurance to cover a majority of it, you're going to have to pay $830 out of pocket. I'm sorry. I thought they were fucking with me. I thought you must have called the wrong number. Nope. We need you to pay $830 out of pocket before you can get the MRI, and then your insurance will cover the rest of it. Do you think I ever got that MRI? Fuck no, I didn't. Right? So I'm just kind of over this whole fear that I'm supposed to have that makes me want to continue to pay the insurance companies in case something major or catastrophic happens. Right? Like, I've been paid you this whole last year, and I went to the doctor one time and needed some shit done, and that didn't even get covered. So what the fuck am I going to keep paying you for if I'm literally still paying for shit? At this point, I'm about to just raw dog life. And if something bad happens, fuck it. Must be my time to go then.
Fast food has completely lost its value, and it's becoming more expensive to go get fast food than it is to sit down at a nice restaurant. The other day on the way home from the airport, we usually don't do fast food, but we were so starving, so we stopped and got Shake Shack. We got 4 burgers, 4 fries, chicken things for the kids, and I think like a chicken sandwich. It was $110 with tax. $110 with tax. I was so tired. I was just like, you know what? This is par for the course. Later that night, I had promised my aunt and my mom that I would take them to dinner. I eat out a lot. This is one of my favorite spots. It's really nice. It's affordable. Food is delish. We got 3 alcoholic drinks, bread for the table, 3 appetizers, some dishes, all fantastic. The bill was $81. I made the bill an even 100 because service was great, food was delish, and I had it in the back of my mind that I just spent $110 on fast food, and I'm never doing it again. And sure, if we had a couple more people, it would have been more expensive, but when I'm thinking about like the actual value of it, if I spend $20 or $30 more dollars, again, an entire family can have this large fine dining experience as opposed to $110 on burgers and fries.
Let's just bring back cable, okay? Cable TV. The streaming services experiment is done. It's been ruined. I was just adding up the number of streaming platforms and the money that I spend on those platforms every month, and it's a ridiculous amount. You know, every time I want to watch a new show or movie, I have to subscribe to another fucking platform. You know, what the fuck is MGM Plus? You know? A couple days ago, I was on Amazon Prime looking for a random 90s movie, a very specific movie. And they were like, oh, yeah, sure, we have it and you can watch it. But you have to subscribe to Shout TV. What the fuck, Shout TV? You know? So then I look up Shout TV and it becomes very clear that it's just another one of these platforms that holds a bunch of random obscure TV shows and movies. And these platforms exist because of nostalgia. They know that at some point someone's gonna want to watch something from their childhood, from their past, that they used to watch with their mom, whatever, and they're gonna find it on one of these platforms and they're gonna plunk down the $2.99 and then forget about it, right? Most of these platforms, they're not really creating a lot of quality content. They might be churning out 1 or 2 good shows a year, but we're all still paying anywhere from $2 to $19 a month to hold on to these. I mean, look at fucking Netflix, right? We all can see that Netflix is basically like a garbage content farm at this point. They're just churning out shitty shows and movies with big name stars. And I'm convinced that these big name stars, the only reason why they're in Netflix movies is because they need some fucking fun money, some extra change. Maybe they need to buy a car. I don't know. And then now we have platforms that are charging you to go ad free, right? Like just call a guy with the cable box and have him come over.
I have a quick question. In the year 2024, what are we not overcharged for? Everything is just so expensive. What exactly are we not overcharged for? On our homes, on our apartments, on our cars, on our food, healthcare, on our hair. Like, we are just paying way too much for the same services. Like this is just ridiculous. When will the prices come down? Stop overcharging us for everything. We are being overcharged for Stuff that we need. You know what I'm saying? And it honestly sucks. You companies, you guys have to get it together. Come on. We're struggling out here. Money is tight. There's no other money left. Nothing left. And we're still being overcharged.
Okay, this should be honestly illegal to do. So I called a plumber like yesterday because I had a countertop installed with an undermount sink. So the countertop people said after 24 hours it's done setting, call a plumber to connect the sink and the plumbing. I said, okay, sure. So I call a guy and I'm like, hey, I need you to come in by tomorrow. Okay, keep in mind, I went on Google, and on Google, I swear on my life, it said best plumber, price matching, best price guaranteed. I was like, yes, okay. So I click it. And so I call the guy and I'm like, hey, I just need like my undermount sink attached to my plumbing. And he said, okay, no worries. I said, roughly, how much do you think it's going to cost? He said, well, I can't really give you a quote over the phone. I say, okay, like general, like wise, can you just like, even if it's within like hundreds of dollars, like just like, 500 or like, 200 to 300, like whatever, right? Like even if you overestimate it a little bit. He's like, oh no, sorry, I can't do that. I said, okay, fine. He said they'll be there tomorrow. I said, okay, great. So I call a guy, he comes inside, super, super nice guy. The plumber was like really, really nice. So he said, okay, so, well, I was waiting for you in the parking lot. Like I got the best deals I could get for you. I said, okay, great. He's like, just to save you a little bit of money. I'm thinking like, to save me a little bit of money. Slides the iPad in front of me. The first tier, there's 3 tiers. The cheapest, medium, and like highest. The first tier, $1,500. The third tier was $1,800 or $1,900 or something. I didn't even freaking look at it. I was like, I started crying. I'm like, are you like, I can't afford that. I didn't budget in this. I thought like max, $500 to attach the sink to the existing plumbing. All you need is that black tube shit. Like, you don't really need anything else. Like, I could have hired my brother and paid for him to come down from another city to do it cheaper than that. And he was a plumber. I'm like, there's no way. I can't pay that. I cannot pay that. I can't. And I'm thinking like, shit, it's Friday. It's the middle of the day on a Friday. I'm never going to get another plumber in time. I have to leave. I'm not going to be here by next week. I'm like, I can't do this. He said, that's okay. I understand. You just have to pay $200 for me coming. $200? I thought it was going to be $500. That is literally half of what I thought it was going to be. And I have to pay you for coming here. And he's like, yeah, well, the trucks and like my time. And I'm like, I totally understand. But like, I really need this done. He's like, okay, the best I can do is 10% off. And I said, well, what is that? He said, well, it comes to like $1,400 or 14 something. I'm like, that's not good enough. And he's like, okay, well, I can call my boss and ask my boss if like I can give you like 20% off. And I said, okay, like I guess so. So it ended up being $1,200. My frustration is why companies, whoever answered the phone should have a price list breakdown, because it took the guy 20 minutes to attach my freaking sink to the existing plumbing, and I paid $1,200. I was supposed to pay $1,500. Companies should be able to give you a quote over the phone by, like a rough estimate, even if it's within a couple $100. It should be like some sort of sheet and be like, we can't guarantee it, but it might be around this much. And then if they come and it's more, then fuck it. It's like, charge them more. But like, it was a 20-minute I honestly can't. And they didn't even tell me. The guy showed up to my house and I didn't even have any clue of what it was going to cost. And I still would have had to pay $200. Like, I get that people's time is valuable. I totally understand that. But like $1,200 worth for a 20-minute job, like, that is robbery.
Oh, don't worry. I definitely did. I don't know why it's not focusing. But I did call and get other estimates. Because $1,000 for tires, I've never paid $1,000 for tires, even for this car, which is a newer car. The van is a 2007. This is a 2015. The most I've ever paid for tires is probably $450. So I called and got more estimates. Walmart for tires, it is $396 for all 4. For brakes, rotors, and oil out Jiffy Lube, it is $533. Now, mind you, for my brakes and rotors there, they were trying to charge me close to $1,000. But I knew instantly, like, when they gave me that price, like, a lot of it sounded off. Because as I stated in the last video, my dad is a mechanic. So I can, like, get a rough estimate of what a normal price point looks like just from being his daughter. Like, I'm still making a few more calls, but as of right now, I've already been quoted $1,000 less.
So I went to Wendy's for lunch because fast food, I love it. Anyways, why is a 10-piece spicy nugget at Wendy's $12.06? When are we charging more than $1 a nugget? What the hell is happening?
They are overcharging and not caring. They don't care about keeping them empty. In my opinion, that's a huge problem, because what will happen once most of the corporations start to own homes? What if they all start buying out your contract? Because I've seen it here in St. Louis. People have bought a property outright that was on the foreclosure list. And then all of a sudden, the record of deeds here in Missouri gave the property to someone else. It was all over the news, and the record of deeds had no comment. So, again, what will happen once all of us lose our housing? What is the end goal? Then, are we going to be looking for a third world country to come and help Americans? Because I don't know what else is supposed to happen to American citizens. It's a sad story.
I'm just trying to figure out who approved these auto insurances increases. Like, people are really already paying an arm of a leg, piece of an eyelid to stay in these places and stuff. And y'all got the nerve to raise my car insurance? Do y'all want these people on the streets to be safe or what? So, what? Apartments are high. Gas is high. Food is high. Toilet paper is high. Still? Fill in the blank. It's high. Yes, everything is high. But what is the reason? Okay, venting over, rants over. I just don't understand. I need to hit the lottery. I'm so tired of this. Breathe in, breathe out. Happy Thursday, y'all.
Don't you love the car dealers? So my car has set up at the dealership for over a week. And they are just now today telling me that it's up there because the second battery died. The stop-start battery died. So they're going to charge me $400 to replace that battery. Now, I Googled that battery and I looked it up. The most expensive one I can find is $249, and it is an extreme battery. So, and the cheapest one is like $149. But, you know, I have no way of getting the car, getting it out of there, getting a battery in it, you know. I mean, they know I'm kind of stuck. And Miss Gia had knocked the rearview mirror down, and it just needed to be snapped back in. They charged me a half hour, $75 to put that mirror back on. To snap a mirror back on, he's charging me $75. I'm a little shook about the battery because they know I got no option, and they are going to charge me $400 and something to replace a battery. Mind you, I just put in a brand new battery 2 weeks ago, but the secondary battery is draining that first battery. So, $80 for the oil change, that's about right. So I'm coming out with almost $700 on this vehicle because the secondary battery died. It's a Pacifica. I was watching the car girl talk about the cars that are the most disappointing cars, and this was one of the cars that she said was one of the most disappointing vehicles. But, you know, I really feel like they should have kissed me first before they stuck it to me, you know, over my car. Yeah.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.